Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life. Today's video is going to show you how I add borders to a quilt. This is one of my most commonly asked questions on the blog, and I thought that I could demonstrate with a smaller block, adding borders to it, and showing you the same tips and techniques that I use when adding borders to a larger quilt. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and now I'll show you all the tips and tricks for adding quilt borders. Okay, so let's get started with the method that I use to put borders on my quilts. I'm going to demonstrate using this little quilt block, but the technique is absolutely the same. I've already added two left and right borders and a top and bottom border, and now I want to add borders with this green fabric to frame the whole piece. So the first thing I do is I measure the two sides, and I like to use a tape measure, and it looks like this is about 10 7/8, and I'll measure the other side, and it's also 10 7/8. So that's always a good thing when they match. If they don't match, I'll sometimes take a third measurement down the middle and do the average of the three. But since they match, 10 7/8 is my starting point. So I'm going to take two border strips, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to measure the 10 7/8 point on both of them. And I'm going to take my pin, and I'm going to put a pin right at the 10 7/8 mark of each of these strips. I'm not going to cut my fabric, I'm just going to mark it with a pin. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this border on top of my quilt, and with the pin at the edge of the block or quilt if you're adding borders to a full-size quilt. I'm going to stick a pin at each edge, and then I'm going to stick a pin in the middle. Now on a larger quilt, I would go ahead and I would pin probably every 4 to 5 inches. I would stick in some more pins. So I'm going to do this to the other side, also using the marking on the pin to line everything up, or the pin on the border fabric to line everything out. I'm going to have a pin on that side, a pin in the middle, and a pin with my other two edges. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew both of these. I'm going to leave these tails on for now. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the same technique I would use if I were sewing these borders to a quilt. So I'm going to take a break, sew and press these, and come back and show you the next step. Okay, so I'm back from the sewing machine. I've sewed the two border strips, and I've pressed them out toward the border fabric. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a square ruler. And if you're working with a bigger quilt and you have bigger borders, you want to make sure that your square ruler is big enough to extend a little ways onto your quilt center, or for me, this block center. So what I do at this point is I line it up. I make sure it's straight on my quilt center. I make sure that it's straight on the border. And sometimes I can use this seam allowance to even make sure that that's straight. And at that point, I will trim the extra border fabric away. So I'm going to do that on this side. And I've got some lines that are lined up there. It's straight there. I've got lines that are, make sure it's straight here. And so I'm going to trim that away. So I've got the left and right borders added, and now it's time to add the top and bottom. And I'm going to repeat all those steps that I did before. Once again, I'm going to take a measurement at the top, And I've got 14 7/8 at the bottom, just right about 14 7/8. This one is a little bit bigger, but it's not enough to really make a difference. So I'm going to pin my final border strips at 14 7/8 for both of them. Sometimes when you're working with a really big quilt, what I will do is I'll put this on a bed to do it, or on the floor. A design wall can be great if you have a big enough one. But sometimes, honestly, the only place to do this is on a table, a counter, a floor, or a bed. Whatever you have that will work. And I've used all of the above. Okay, so I've got my 14 7/8 markings. I'm going to put the little border fabric on top of my quilt. This time I'll probably use 4 pins. And I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. These are some of my favorite pins. I've only been using them for about 8 or 9 months, but I will link them in the blog post as well. I just love, I think I've written about them on the blog again, but I've never showed them in a video or anything. But I just love these little tips, how easy they are to grab. The pins slide in and out of your fabric super easily. They're just a really great new pin that I've recently found out about. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go back to the machine. I'm going to sew, and I'm going to press, and I'll come back and we'll do the final trimming. Okay, so I'm back from the sewing machine once again. I've added the final 2 borders. I've pressed them out toward the border fabric. So every time I add a border, I press it out toward the border fabric. And I'm ready to trim these. I'm going to use my square ruler. I'm going to do exactly what I did before. Get a nice line going on with the seam allowance there. Make sure it's straight on this side, straight on this side, and I'm going to trim. And I'll do that same thing down here. Get a nice line going. Make sure everything's square and straight, and trim. Oops. Okay, just a couple more things I want to talk about. This end where I started, I'll usually check it. I usually don't worry about trimming it if it's a little bit off though, because after quilting, things could shift a little. So at this point, I'm going to consider that my quilt is square. It's ready to be quilted. When I do get it back from the quilter, however, though, I will take a large square ruler and I will place it on all 4 corners of my finished quilt, and I will trim as needed just to make sure that everything's square, so that when you apply your binding, that you don't kind of have a weird shaped corner or something that was caused by the quilter. So that's how you add borders to any project, any quilt. It's the same technique. If you're going to add more borders, you do the same thing. You just need a tape measure and some pins and a square ruler, and just really, really works. You can tell that my borders are nice and flat. They're not wavy. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so we've added the final borders to our little project, and you've seen the technique that I use. It is exactly the same technique when working on a larger quilt. I hope that you've learned a few tips and tricks that will help you with your next set of quilt borders, and thanks so much for stopping by.